Scene 10.1313. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APGJamie, and today we're making altered paper clips. It is for the hashtag 12 paper clips of 2018, which is a Facebook group. Information in the description box below. Click on the word more to see more. Alrighty, let's just get right to it. So for September, the theme was friendship, and as soon as I heard that, I thought, yeah, I got a stamp that's perfect, just perfect for friendship. It's shaking hands, y'all. Two people shaking hands. It's not the same person shaking their own hand, because that would make them backwards. Just saying. Go ahead, try it. Go ahead. Try to shake your own hand. Yeah, see? Told you. So anyway, we're to make two of the same paper clip. You know, one to give away to swap later on, and then one to keep for ourselves. The first half of the year went wonderfully, and the second half of the year is going along smoothly for me, anywho. So there I am, because I'm going to do a hidden paper clip, because y'all know that's like my favorite kind. Okay. So this one's going to be a hidden paper clip, and I'm like just making a little cut right there to slide the paper clip in, and I fix it so that the small part of the paper clip is on the inside, and that gives you more clipping space with the bigger part on the outside. Now this is such super skinny thin fun foam, okay? I mean, it's probably about the thickness of 2 sheets of cardstock, maybe. That's how really super thin it is, okay? But it adds just enough space in the center part of the paper clip and around the end part of the paper clip, so that when you glue your other piece of paper on top to hide it, right, that it gives just enough support in there that it doesn't necessarily totally suck in. You know, when glue dries, it tends to suck the pages together and makes bumps and buggles and boogles and stuff. So this is essentially just all scrap cardstock, and that's one little piece of that paper, that pretty paper there. It's got like a fabric texture to it, y'all. It's pretty heavy. It's really nice paper. So anyway, as it turned out, I could have cut 2 inches off of it and been fine, and I roughed up the edge, but I come back later and cut it off. But I guess I'm giving away the punchline. So as you can see, I'm making sort of a flag style. It's hidden on top with the flag on the bottom. Okay, just watch how I'm going to do it. And see, I get my hands just so flippy floppy confused, because that's just what I do sometimes in real life. Go ahead, try to shake your own hand. I love y'all. Appreciate your time, your kind comments, your thumbs up, your shares, because I know you want your friends to enjoy my videos too, because I want you to. It's also, yeah. So now I'm gluing that on top. Did I put my glue on there? Fixing to. Here we go. Putting the glue on this side. I'm going to smear it around. That paper's going to cardstock, because it's cardstock, y'all. I could have colored them, but I didn't. Right? Because I didn't. But I could have. But I didn't. So there, I smashed it, and I have the short side of the paper clip sandwiched on the inside. And I'm just going to trim that off, because it just looks a little too long, wide. It looked weird, y'all. Just saying, because it did. There, that's more butter. Now I'm going to stamp out the word friends, because it's friendship, and I don't have enough room to say friendship, so I'm just saying friends. Shaking hands, friends. And I'm going to trim it up to fit. Yeah, I don't know why I measure, y'all. I truly don't know sometimes why I even bother measuring, because I just keep trimming. And I'm like, no, I don't like it like that. That looks weird. Oh, it cut crooked. And twisted. And let me just watch. Here it comes. Oh, twisted. I'm like, I don't really like the corners, so let's round those corners. Oh, did I say in the description box below that there's also a list of ingredients besides the link to the Facebook group of altered paper clips? Because there is. Well, it's not. Yeah, it sort of is a link. Okay, it's hosted by, managed by the group. It's managed by Lollipalooza. She's good, y'all. Just saying. She just lots of other stuff too. See, I thought it's too long, so I'm just cutting it off. Now I'm coming back, gonna round all them corners again. Round it and round it. Yep, still looks good. Okay, let's ink it out, and that's olive green. And I'm going around it with the green, and I've seen Three Dogs. Oh, now I can't think of her name. Link below. Sarah does this. She puts a color on there, and then she goes around the color with black, inks around with black as well, and it really makes quite a striking edge. I know that coming from the lady who sometimes normally doesn't even ink. See, look, it works. Ta-da! So I made 2 of them, and I thought, well, it needs just a little something, something. So I went through my gem box. Gem has a box, and I found these, and I really liked how these orange ones looked. The little teeny tiny flat back gems, y'all. So I'm using them on this one. It got silent for a second there, didn't it? And as you can see, I don't have enough of the teeny tiny orange ones to put on both of them, so I'm going to put black on the other one. No, don't worry, I'm going to super speed through that part. Most of this video is sped up. It probably took, I don't know, 20 minutes to make this first set of postcards. Bless my heart. Oh, paper clips. Well, they both start with a P, y'all. Postcard. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Anyway, paper clip. So I'm going to put the black. I'm like, well, I can use that bigger orange. No, I really like the signs of those. I mean, they're really teeny tiny, y'all. Okay. So this one, just put the blacks on that one. And I'm counting up because, you know, the black string is longer than that orange string was. I must have cut some off of it sometime. There we go. And yep, I'm using glue because, yeah, I want them to stay stacked. Cross fingers, jump down, go to town, boogie, they stay stacked. And see, one is just a little longer than the other, but so it goes. Oh, that's creepy. Ooh. Whoa. October. The theme for October was pumpkin or spooky. I'm kind of doing both. Oh, I've lost a little bit of weight lately, y'all. I cracked me up. Yeah, I'm not going to get... Oh, he can, y'all. Have to do a higher pitch because, you know, there's no meat on them bones. He can. He can. I'm just so self-entertaining. Oh, some of these commercials they put on TV, yeah, I know that's out of the blue, but some of the commercials they put on TV just crack me up. I hate it when they do that to me in the middle of the night and my poor husband's sleeping and they're just like, la, 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 and I'm like laughing. Okay, so I'm going to use some skull faces that y'all might have saw in the promo shot there. And I used that clay. I thought it was paper clay, but it's not paper clay. It's just clay, y'all. And I like it pretty well. And so that's what I'm using. That is a candy mold that I got on clearance from Clarence last fall after Halloweeny time. Because that's when you buy Halloween stuff, y'all, afterwards. So, ta-da! And I'm just showing you how I molded the little clay faces that I'm going to be using. And you don't have to totally fill the mold in either, for that matter, depending on how you plan on using it. Now, because this is a candy mold and I have now used it in the studio, I will never use it for candy. Not because, you know, one thing, I don't make candy, y'all. Don't mold it or nothing. So I'm just showing how I took a little tool and poked a hole in there and made some scratches and little cuts and stuff. Because, you know, these are old skulls. Really old skulls, y'all. And like I said, I didn't fill up the mold, so there's kind of a divot on the back. And I essentially just want to try to make it lie flat. And also to give me a good edge to have contact on whatever I'm going to stick it to. In this case, I'm going to stick it to a piece of round cardstock. What size is the circle I adhere it to later on? I don't know. Inch and a half circle? I don't know. Of heavy black cardstock. So that's some willow dauber. The color is willow of a dauber. Dibber dauber. And I thought, well, yeah, that looks like a perfect color for some old bones, doesn't it? So, painted one half, I'm going to paint the other half. I painted it back, even though you're not going to see the back, because, you know, we're sticking it on paper. Okay? Okay. So, there we go. Heat gun, y'all. And now we're going to add black to the sockets just any day now. It's just going to happen. There we go. And I start with that, and I'm like, no, I'm going to, that brush is just not holding the paint very well, so let me just squirt some out here on the palette. There we go. Here we go. Squirt it out. Get it on there. I'm just filling it in. That's pretty much a liner brush. It's not a very good liner brush, but it's a liner brush anyway. And I put some in the little hole that I drilled. Now, it's not a hole that goes all the way through. It's just a little hole, divot. And then in the crack that I made in the skull. Because it's a skull. It needs a crack. And it needed a hole because I said so. Now, I'm not going to do the teeth. Not with the black. Here it goes some more, y'all. We're going to instead antique this. And that's just a dark brown. I think in this case it may be expresso. Hopefully I wrote it down. I don't know. So I just added some water to that, and I'm just smearing over the whole thing. And when this part is sped up twice the speed. So when you're doing this kind of antiquing kind of thing, you want it to sit there for a minute, depending on the porosity of your thing. And that is a practically dry baby wipe. Just saying. Okay? And I'm just dabbing off some of the brown, most of the brown, leaving it down in the divots and cracks and giving it a little aged effect, and trying to get it out of the eye sockets and the nose socket because it really filled those up. Now, the thing about doing this is you can come back and put some more on. But anyway, depending on the porosity, you know, how porous your substrate is, you may want to seal your substrate first, but because this was just a regular clay, once it was dry, it really wasn't so porous. Okay, paper clay, super porous. You're going to want to seal that stuff first, okay? So there we are. Oh, nice and antique gun. So now we're going to seal them up, and I'm just using some matte medium and just smearing it around on there. That's what I'm doing on both of them. Maybe I put some on the back because I put too much on the front. So we're just going to super smear it around. And going to dabble some off. Could have cut some more out. Okay, now we're getting to this part. Now here's my pumpkin, because I put a pumpkin on it. And I'm like, oh, let's put our anti-static pillow on there. That's an anti-static doohickey thing I made. And if I filmed it, I will try to remember to put a link in the upper right hand iCards and in the description box below. I am pulling off some glitter that was stuck on my ink pad there. Who's shocked by that? Absolutely no one. I know you can't see. I can't see on my little screen anyway. So I have some copper embossing powder, and I'm just sprinkling little bits on there because I just want little bits of the copper. And that's the only thing I had to scoop out little bits with because I have no finger nickels, y'all. Now here's some gold because, you know, need a little gold on there. You know, pumpkins are orange, and I didn't have any orange, but I'm using copper and gold. They don't make orange. Just in case you were wondering. So I'm tapping it around and thumping it off and brushing it onto, well, I'm not brushing it, but I'm knocking it onto the other one because I'm trying to get different colors in there, y'all. So I'm pretty happy with how these came out. Pretty happy. I'm really happy with how they came out. So there we go. Now I'm going to take a brush over here and brush off some of the extra because, yes, even though you use cornstarch and your anti-static doohickey, you can also use dryer sheets. That helps too. You still end up with some on there and you want to brush it off. Okay? Okay, so now we did that. Now let's get the heat gun, y'all. Heat gun. Coming up. Oh, let me hold that down. It doesn't blow away. Get ready. Magic's happening. Get ready for the magic. Ooh, it's magic. Ooh, magic. Y'all should see how Mally's looking at me while he's like, oh, Mama's going crazy. Now I'm going to use a good hand to pick it up and show it in the other hand. Ta-da! There's my two hands. What do y'all think? I think they're cute. They're kind of spooky, right? Spooky. So I did spooky and a pumpkin. Pumpkin. Now we're going to put our paper clips on here. And, oh, this video is like 22 minutes, y'all. Kind of long, not long, okay, because this second one took a little bit longer than the first one. The first pair took, what did I say, about maybe 20 minutes, and this one took a little more than 20 minutes, okay, especially if you're going to mold them and wait for them to dry. I happen to have molded these like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, so I had them on hand, okay. So there's some of that super skinny fun foam again. And on this particular type of paper clip, altered clip, I should have put the thicker fun foam, you know, the normal thickness of fun foam. Okay. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just fitting it around the outside, and I'm going to use the part I cut out to stick on the center part. See? Because it just makes helps fill in that gap just a little bit, y'all. And I am just using Aleene's original tacky glue because that's what I like and that's what I use. I see other people using all different kinds of glues when they're doing their altered paper clips, and that's perfectly a-okay to use what you like. Just saying. So now I'm smearing the glue around, and there is a photo montage. So please stay tuned for that because that's like one of my favorite parts because I like saying photo montage. I know I've not put the skulls on there yet. Just wait for it because I want to stick these two together. They're easier to stick together without having bulky embellishment on the other side, and I'm going to use my little clamp to help clamp those down. So after I did this, then I went in the house and piddle farted around in the house, and then I came back out. Okay? Did y'all need to know that? Of course you did. Absolutely. So here we are, and here's our that's cheesecloth that our skeleton hands dyed with the Dylusions spritzer spray a while ago. So we're smearing glue all over that because we're just going to stick that right down on there. Now Aleene's glue does dry clear, but it has a slight shine to it. Okay? Alright. So there we go. Straighten it out. Make it pretty and fancy and all nice and neat. Now I'm just going to glob up a bunch of glue on the back there. As you know, there's kind of a divot in there, so it's going to hold the glue in. It's just going to come smooshing all out when I put my clamps on it. I was a little surprised by that. I'm like, whoa, it's just really smushed out. Watch it, watch it. There it goes. There it is. So now I'm going to get my little glue brush over there, or whatever that brush is, and I'm going to clean that glue off of there. Like, dadgummit. Somebody put glue just smooshed out everywhere. It dry. It'll be alright. I like them. They make me so stinking happy. Well, yeah, lots of stuff makes me stinking happy. I think it's the process and being happy with that. I got it finished, you know, that kind of a thing. And then it's okay to look at, you know. Makes me happy. So here's the other one. I guess I could have just showed you one because the second one is essentially the same. And that's why I sped it up extra fast. 4 times even. 4 times real speed. And there we go. And the glue's going to come out on this one too. Just watch. Get ready. There it is. Photo montage. Hey friends, how you doing? Altered paper clips. They are fun and entertaining, and it gets your brain to clicking. Not to mention your bones to clicking. Look. Oh, y'all, that just cracks me up. I'm just saying because it does. So, yeah. Appreciate your time. Your kind comments, your shares, your likes. Valuable time. Thanks for watching. And happy arting, y'all.